Welcome to another edition of EMAC2411's YouTube channel. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. With a major Backstage update and news as it concerns Daniel Bryans' WWE status, his future. When will he come back? What's going on with him, period. Well, and just some merchandise news. WWE has reduced the price of Daniel Bryan's merchandise at live events by 60% to help clear it out. This could be another indication that Bryan isn't expected back anytime soon, but they are also doing the same with Rey Mysterio, who is expected back, and Zack Ryder, who will be back in 6 months. While Bryan is still featured on the WrestleMania 31 promotional material, there is still no internal timetable for his return, and there are no plans for him in the WrestleMania season storylines. WWE writers have been told not to figure Daniel Bryan into any programs until further notice. Yeah, that's a report from F4W Online, an update on what WWE Creative is being told about Daniel Bryan's return. That was according to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. So they should not be worrying to put Bryan in any future storylines, because no one knows when the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion will once lace up his boots. However, Daniel Bryan says that he'll see his back in the ring by January, in time for the Royal Rumble. And if you didn't know, let's backtrack. If you didn't know, Bryan's been on the shelf since May due to injuries. It's been years just from extremely aggressive in-ring action taking on a toll to his body. His real name is Bryan Danielson. It's kind of flip-flopped. He's worked in a dangerous line of professional wrestling throughout his career. Multiple high-risk maneuvers, suicide dives, and high-impact dropkicks. It's the constant strain on his body. It comes to a head. Came to a head in May when the superstar, began experiencing severe numbness in his arm, while losing most of the strength in the limb, which could have put himself and others at risk when working matches inside the sports circle. Daniel Bryan was stripped of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship by the Authority when when we found out that he needed an extended time away from the ring to have surgery and rehabilitate. After he's had one procedure done to relieve pressure on nerves in his neck, he began physical therapy in order to return to the profession he loves so dearly. My bad. And here's another thing. Why couldn't Daniel Bryan just hold on to the title? Brock Lesnar doesn't show up. What's the point? Daniel Bryan hasn't been showing up either. Same. So, however, Daniel Bryan is still having issues with the loss of strength in his arm. So it's leading to some medical advisors suggesting that he has Tommy John surgery before returning to action, which would actually clip on himself up to a whole 1 year. Can you believe that? And in an interview during a Midnight Madness release party for the new WWE video game 2K15, Bryan expressed that he hopes to be competing again by WrestleMania and doesn't know if he's actually going to have a second surgery or not. It's all up in the air, no one knows. So the report from Meltzer states that Bryan claims he would be very disappointed if he's not on the card for WrestleMania 31 in 2015, and he hopes he can be back in the ring by January in order to have a full stroll down the road to WrestleMania. I know, the whole situation is just crazy to me, man. I mean, Daniel Bryan, I mean, when you look at it, if he never does come back, I hope he's one of my favorites. I have to give him my top 3. Maybe, yeah, I would say top 3. Maybe top 5. Top 5, I'll just say that. I really like Daniel Bryan. I thought he was I was so happy when he freaking won the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 30 in the main event, defeated Batista, Triple H, and Randy Orton all in the same night. That was awesome. One of the greatest WrestleMania moments in my life, in my career. It was pretty good. Yes. It was kind of sad, to see him go like this, get injured, after a good run he was having. I hope he's back in the ring soon. I cannot wait. I hope he, does make it to the Royal Rumble and actually main event WrestleMania, even though it's rumored to be Roman Reigns and a couple of potential main events. Um, you know, what can I say? Disappointing, sad. I can't wait. I mean, you lose Daniel Bryan, you lose CM Punk, you lose Bad News Barrett, other superstars that are not here or fired or nothing or something. It's been a bad year for WWE. So I hope it reboots in 2015. It should. I might start doing stuff different around here. I mean, like giving you more content, more, not just like, it'll still kind of be about WWE, like maybe giving WWE Network reviews about Countdown, Monday Night War. I'll start giving you extra content, extra things you want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be going on break. Well, winter break, Christmas break, whatever. I might even show you my. Well, that might be kind of dangerous. I don't know. Never know what this generation. I was gonna show you my Christmas decoration I have outside of my house, and the Christmas tree or something. Maybe I'll even bring the. Maybe I'll even. I'm not even kidding with this. I might even tell someone to record my on my iPhone, or maybe I'll just bring the laptop or something. My thing when we're opening presents. But I open presents on Christmas at about 6 a.m., maybe earlier than that. I know. It's all because of me. I wake my parents up and everything. I know. I'm not a little kid. I mean, I'm not a little kid. I mean, I'm 15 years old. I'll say it. 15. I'm gonna turn 16 in April. But yeah, I love Christmas. I don't know. I might even record it and show you what I got for Christmas, or my live reactions and all that live commentary. You know. But who's gonna want to really have a camera or something? Like the video, share the video all over the entire internet, Facebook, on Twitter. Comment with your thoughts and your opinions, and don't forget, 200 subscribers. Help me out by the end of the new year, or by the end of the year, 2014. Tell everyone you know to subscribe and subscribe.